Sea Dogs, like all teams in minor league baseball, are facing a deadline of 2025 to complete upgrades to their ballpark.
For Hadlock Field, which is owned by the city of Portland, that primarily means significant updates to the team clubhouses. Team officials are still working with architects to determine the exact cost of the work, but it is expected to be several $millions. The team says it is looking at multiple ways to fund the needed work.
In a worst-case scenario, failing to complete the necessary updates by the deadline could cost the team its Major League Baseball affiliation. President of the Sea Dogs says the team is committed to staying in Maine.